This week on the Bluffs Sports Zone, rivalry game in Titans country. The Lynx fill in the missing pieces. The 5th-ranked girls team in the state closes out its regular season with a message. The Reavers jump in a lake, only who makes the big splash? Rebounding in Canesville. Are the results the same? Ditto for the ladies. What's the bottom line? The state of high school wrestling in the Bluffs. Who's headed to Des Moines? Nationals or else for Iowa Western. The Reavers back at full strength.
Hi, I'm Sunday.
And I'm Quad.
And we're sisters at Lewis Central.
And the Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Well, I've been looking forward to this game for a long time. And I think a lot of other people were too, because I couldn't find a parking spot anywhere at Lewis Central. That's right, the 13-3 Titans tip it off with 13-2 Abraham Lincoln. Now, the 8th-ranked Lynx have owned LC lately, and with the playoffs just a skip pass away, and with both schools in the same sub-state, this could quite possibly be only the first round. Packed house at LC. The 8th-ranked Lynx get acquainted with their old friends from Titans country.
Trash talk was something nice, all right? Don't want any trash talking tonight.
Lewis Central looking to make a statement. NAL just hoping to get back in the win column. Time to let it fly. Now, Blake Elam steals the show early. The former LC sharpshooter gives the visitors a quick 5-2 lead. The Titans come shooting back. Will King just sticks the 3, 7-5 home team. Chad Moran then drives the baseline. Lewis Central, its biggest lead of the game, 9-5. The visitors close out the quarter, 5-0 run. Landon Tornerton from the scrum, 10-9 Abraham Lincoln after 1. AL, 9 of 17 from the three-point line. Trey Nixon nails 2 of them. Elam nets 2 as well, as LC is held scoreless for over 7 minutes, 20-9 Lynx. Josh Simmons amongst the trees. The lead's cut to 6. But a couple of more threes later, Tyler Myers gets the bounce, 26-14 Abraham Lincoln. The Titans knock down a couple of threes before the break as well. Chad Moran on target, 26-20 AL at the half. Third quarter. Now the Lynx shoot 61% from the field. Troy Houghton just hits it. 31-23 AL. Lewis Central cuts it to 2 3 times in the quarter. Max Duggan back up. The sophomore leads the way with 14. Kyle Arrington gets mean. 31-29.
I said go 2-3 down there.
Jason Isaacson and Abraham Lincoln take a 5-point lead into the fourth quarter. Preston Fan, yes.
But here's the thing, you screen the bottom guy too. You gotta screen the top guy.
Dan Miller, LC keeping it close. 6 guys for the Lynx score at least 8 points. Houghton with 9. Nixon and Fant with 10. 51-39 AL. The 8th-ranked team in the state, 11 of 12 from the line in the final quarter. Elam pours in 11. Tornerton here, 12 points. Abraham Lincoln outscores the Titans 60-50.
I just thought, as a team, this was our toughest performance. Just mentally, we stayed engaged. It's not like we just put them away, and you know what I mean. And it was a close game throughout. They would hit some threes, and our guys just stayed engaged in the next possession.
I thought they just made a few more shots than we did, obviously, I think the foul line hurt us. We're about 50% at the foul line, so that was a big part in a 10-point game, and the fact that we went 8 minutes without scoring.
So how does it feel to win at the old stomping grounds?
It's unreal. Like, I can't even explain the feeling. I'm so hyped right now. I've had this game on my calendar since I transferred, and since last fall, I've been looking forward to it tonight.
I feel like we just wanted it more than they did, and we definitely worked harder than they did. I think that was it. But I give them credit. They're definitely a really good team.
Tonight was one of those off nights where I just trying to do too much, and I mean, sometimes I got my teammates the ball, and sometimes I was being selfish. But that's on me, and I'll fix it.
It is tough. We were all looking forward to this one, and the good thing is we're going to get a chance to play them again in about 3 weeks or so, and that's going to be the one that matters.
Abraham Lincoln knocks off Lewis Central for the 6th straight time. But don't be surprised if the Lynx host the Titans in round 2 in a couple of weeks, as you heard, when it matters most. AL wins the city championship. The Lynx knock off St. Albert 2 days later. So Abraham Lincoln goes a perfect 4-0. AL still sitting pretty at 13-3 with 3 games left in the regular season. Now the Titans win at Harlan, which is always tough. LC 15-4 with just 1 game left before the playoffs. Now TJ 3-17, and St. Albert closes out its regular season, losing its last 2. The Iowa Western women's basketball team hoping to get back on track against some Tigers. And the 5th-ranked girls team in the state looks to put an exclamation point on its regular season when we come back.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 can you feel the sun?
Just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
It's almost time for the Lewis Central girls basketball team. The second season is almost here. And I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm looking for the Titans to grab another state tournament banner. But I'm looking for some more, as in make some noise at the state tournament. You see, LC, in my opinion, is too good to go one and done.
Young ladies, you're always welcome.
Senior night at LC.
Thank you very much.
Maddie Paulson honored before the game. Fellow senior Sunday maker. Belts out the national anthem one last time. Now Harlan comes out hot. Bailey Hansen just sticks the three. The Cyclones grab a 6-2 lead. Megan Holt answers, the junior, one of her 8 rebounds. Drives in, and it's 8-7 visitors. In fact, Holt will score 15 of the home team's 17 first quarter points, including a couple of threes. Number 15 inside. Not once, but twice, and it's 17-14 Titans. Now Harlan cuts it to 1 after 1. Nicole Lang with the finish.
Everything you do needs to be with effort. There's no walking around, there's no miscommunications, there's no any of that. It's got to end right now if you want to stay on the floor.
Derek Archer, not a happy camper. It works. Maddie Paulson pours in 3 of her 9 points. Lewis Central outscores the Clones 11-0 in the second quarter. Megan Whitty knocks down 2 of her 16. Megan Holt closes it out underneath, just drives the baseline. 28-16 LC at the break. Oh, yeah! The Titans blow it open in the third quarter. Holt finishes with a game-high 23 points and in the process breaks the school's single-season scoring record with 422 points. Lewis Central blows by Harlan 61-28.
Tonight was a little bit rough. Well, I mean, we didn't necessarily execute as well as I might have liked, but, you know, I told the girls, you know, anytime that you look at halftime and go, we didn't play the best first half, but you're still up 12. We'll take that. Last couple weeks we've been playing awfully well, and right now I think tonight what you saw is a team that's just anxious to get there. You know, anxious to get into the postseason and anxious to play some games that are win or go home.
Does this team have the potential, especially upstairs mentally, to do it?
Yes, we do. We're just, like I said, we just click together really well, and we know we don't want to finish like we did last year. We have a lot on our hands, and we know that we can do it if we just keep sticking together and keep working hard and pushing each other in practice.
I guess our offense, and we're a little more competitive, and we can just, I don't know, we've been at state, so we have that experience, and we know what it feels like to lose, and we don't want to feel that again.
I kind of think we've been peaking the last couple weeks, and this is a good time to do it, and hopefully, like I said, we can continue that, and you know, if we do, I think there's some special times down the road.
The road ahead gets a little tougher for the Hawkeye 10 champs. Like the man said, it's playoff time. Okay, so LC ends its regular season at 20-1, the only loss to Kemper. Abraham Lincoln won under 500. Now the Lynx look to make it 3-0 against Thomas Jefferson in the first round of the playoffs. TJ 4-17, and the Saints close out the regular season, dropping 5 straight. From one gym to another, the Iowa Western men's basketball team is coming off a gritty, hard-fought loss at Indian Hills. Next up for the Reavers, a bounce-back game in the Big K. Only does Big Blue bounce back? Here's IWTV student Ben Smith.
The Reavers close out the regular season with 4 of the last 6 at home. 2 minutes in, Umar Berry throws it down to give Big Blue an early lead. Midway through the first half, Donovan Walker sticks one of his 6 threes. The sophomore finishes with a season-high 28 points. The visitors go into the half with the lead. Taiwan Bessler drills a 3. Lakers up 39-34. Second half, Reavers up 6. Jalen Tapler from inside. Tapler finishes with a double-double. Final minute, Lakers up by 2. Alex Peacock gives the Reavers the lead, 74-73. But it would be Taiwan Bessler who takes it to the hole. 75-74 Lakes. 1 second left. 3-point game. Donovan Walker's heave is no good. The Lakers sneak away with a 77-74 win.
You know, our kids kind of picked themselves off the deck at times and got back in it, took a little bit of a lead, and then we went away from what got us that lead, you know, and that's what's disappointing too. And I felt over the course of 40 minutes, we always try to be the better basketball team. But I think tonight, over the course of 40 minutes, Iowa Lakes was the better team.
Iowa Western is 2-3 this season in games decided by 5 points or less. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Ben Smith.
Thanks, Ben. Crunch time for the Iowa Western wrestling team. It's now or never. Who's headed to nationals? A doubleheader night in the Big K. Tigers ×2 after the break.
Get your ass suit. You're not in here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to them hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change.
Let's go.
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet.
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women.
I could use your help.
Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're gonna turn on the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
What's your reaction?
Yeah,
exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
Nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
All right, so they lost to the Lakers. So what? For Mike Johnett and the Reavers, there's always the next game. Up next, a conference affair as Marshalltown comes to town. Now, the Reavers have already tamed the Tigers by 10 at their place. And get a load of this, there are 5 regular season games left, 3 at home. Here's IDub TV student Colton Emsweiler.
Coming off back-to-back 3-point losses, the Reavers look to right the ship against rival Marshalltown. 8 minutes in, Big Blue up 1. Omar Berry passes out to Marquel Beasley, who gets the roll. Beasley tallies 15 with 7 of 9 from the floor. 4 minutes later, M-Town airballs it. Pat Dembley heaves it to Alex Peacock. Looking, Andre Harris for 3. Iowa Western up 10, then by a dozen, 40-28 at the break. Don't go home just yet. The Tigers hang around, make things interesting, and get within 9, still 55-46, home team. But Dembley calls the shots from there. The freshman, 3 threes on 3 straight possessions. Jeremiah Jefferson leads 5 in double figures with 18. The Reavers pull away and win 90-71.
Quarterback Jeremiah Jefferson.
We kind of kept them at an arm's length, and that's a really tribute to Brandon Branderson. Marshalltown is always like that. Their games seem like they take forever because you just never can quite put away Marshalltown coach team. I thought there were some lulls at times where it was close, where we were going to maybe give them an opportunity. I really felt, though, that for them to have an opportunity, it was going to be our decision. And that was what was exciting. Anytime you have a ball club where if you do the things you're supposed to do and you do them correctly, the other team will not have an opportunity to beat you, is the type of team you want to be coaching.
Iowa Western has now swept Marshalltown for the 5th straight year. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Colton Emsweiler.
Thanks, Colton. Next up, the ladies. Now, the Reavers are coming off a road loss at Western Nebraska. In fact, Big Blue has dropped 2 straight. So it's time for some good old home cooking, as in the first of 3 in a row. Here's IWTV student Brett Grasshorn.
Iowa Western tackles the Tigers after dropping 4 of its last 5 games. Right away, Delia Anya comes up with the steal and goes all the way. Big Blue up 24-8 after 1. The freshman from Spain leads the way, finishing with 19 points and 10 steals. Second quarter, Anya's jumper no good, but Destiny Tooks cleans it up and puts it in. 30-14 Iowa Western. Right before the half, Azaria Floyd finds a cutting Zanaya Jackson for the lay-in. Home team up 41-21 at the break. Second half, much of the same. Lade Adepoju gets past her defender and banks it in. 54-26, Reavers. Late in the fourth, Alicia Mountain finds Ashley Ramey at the top of the key, 4-3. All 13 girls on the roster score. Big Blue tames the Tigers 86-48.
Some of the weaknesses that we've seen in our past couple games, we had really focused in on practice, and what a great opportunity to come back to our place against one of the conference, teams that we needed to show that we could follow through with the game strategy. So I'm really excited about the girls just focusing on one game at a time.
The Reavers snap a 2-game skid and are now 3-0 in conference play. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brett Grasshorn.
Rough start for Big Blue. Iowa Western edges Seminole State and then loses 3 in a row, including 2 to the Lions of North Central Texas. The third-ranked Reavers then split with Murray State. No worries, it's early, way too early. The Iowa Western softball team now 5-3. Big Blue splits a pair with Labette and 11th-ranked Northeast Oklahoma A&M. Up next, our play of the week. Not going to be denied. And who is not denied a shot at state on the other side.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
At the Council Bluffs Recycling Center, we're proud of the effort our community makes to help keep Council Bluffs beautiful by participating in our curbside recycling program. Here are some tips to make sure your recyclables are accepted. If you're confused about plastics, we can help. Numbers 1 through 5 plastic food and beverage containers are acceptable. Usually the recycling triangle and the number inside are located on the bottom of containers. Items we don't take include numbers 6 and 7 plastics, styrofoam, or bags of any sort, although we encourage recycling plastic bags inside local grocery stores. Please be sure to check the calendar in our annual mailer or on our website to find out what items will be picked up each week. Blue Week items for your curbside bin include paper, cardboard, and glass containers. Green Week items for your curbside bin include plastic food and beverage containers, tin and aluminum containers, and tin foil. Thank you for helping us keep Council Bluffs beautiful.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Council Bluffs is a growing, vibrant community. It's becoming a modern 21st century community.
We will be the largest free Wi-Fi hotspot in the United States.
Our vision is about building a community where families want to live and businesses want to locate.
We see that as a great potential enhancement for future growth in the city.
Never forget this moment last year. 160-pounder Colton Klingenpeel caps a perfect season at TJ and wins the state championship. So, who's it going to be this year? We will soon find out. And will Lewis Central once again send a whole slew of Titans? And will AL and St. Albert be making the trip? LC sending 7 guys to the Wells Fargo Arena, including 6 district champs. Kelgard, Kingery, and Mad Max are returning state qualifiers. The Titans finished runner-up in the district. Now, Thomas Jefferson, 3rd. TJ sending 5 guys to state, including district champ and state runner-up last year at 120, McGuire Midkiff. Lanny Herzog takes 2nd in the district. The AL 145-pounder is the only qualifier for the Lynx for the 2nd year in a row. And in Class 1A, Eli Finn headed up the road for the Falcons. The St. Albert Senior 195-pounder heads to the Wells Fargo Arena as a district champ. Meanwhile, good news for the Reavers. Iowa Western qualifies all 10 guys for nationals. 125, Emmanuel Brown is a wild card selection. Same for DeAndre Brumfield at 133. Chase is in the chase at 141. Returning All-American Chase Lemons is headed back at 49. Tell Ward representing Big Blue at 157. Cody Kingery at 65. Timothy Barr at 74. Now returning All-American Preston Lauterbach, this time at 184. 174, you may recall, last year. Seth Ham is in at 197. And Stephen Boone is going back at 285. So way to go, head coach Josh Watts. Iowa Western will host the national tournament at the Mid-America Center Friday and Saturday, February 24th and 25th. Now it's time for our play of the week. And you know, it's one of those where you just knew. Lewis Central and big Kyle Arrington come out against crosstown rival Abraham Lincoln. First quarter, brace yourselves. Chad Moran not going to be denied. The senior finishes with 12 points in the loss, but none more impressive than these two. Chad Moran with our play of the week. Okie dokie. Now, the second season will be here in just a few days, and it's been a long winter, and it's about to pay off for some. And for others, well, next time you see me, I will be in Des Moines at the state wrestling tournament in the Wells Fargo Arena, so stay tuned. And remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zach. And so, for this latest edition of the new and improved Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.